It's 01:15 p.m. PKT on May 31st, 2025, and a shocking scene unfolds in a Karachi dojo. A simple woman new to karate class stands in a black GI with a yellow belt. Two black belts confront her, pointing aggressively. They don't know she's a brutal fighter, hiding her skills. The dojo is tense. Wooden walls echo with the shouts of students practicing. A blue punching bag hangs in the background, and a banner with Japanese script looms. The woman, calm, faces the black belts. They smirk, underestimating her. Big mistake. She joined the class weeks ago, blending in quietly. Posts about local dojos mention new students often face hazing, but this feels personal. Why target her? The black belts, both men, seem eager to prove a point. One black belt in a white GI yells at her. His khaki-clad partner joins in, their voices sharp. They call her weak, unfit for the dojo. The woman's expression stays neutral, but her eyes hint at something dangerous. The other students freeze, watching the confrontation. Some whisper, per buzz, that these black belts have a history of bullying. They've never lost a spar. But they've never met someone like her. She adjusts her yellow belt, a beginner's rank, but her stance, steady, balanced, tells a different story. Web reports on martial arts prodigies mention hidden talents. Is she one of them? The tension builds. The black belts demand a spar, laughing. They think it'll be quick. The woman nods, stepping onto the red mat. The dojo's air thickens. No one knows what's coming, not even the sensei watching from afar. Flashback. She trained in secret for years. Underground fight clubs in Lahore, per rumors. Talk of a female fighter who dominated. She left that life seeking peace in this dojo. But trouble found her. The spar begins. The white Jai black belt lunges first, aiming a high kick. She dodges, with ease, her movements fluid. The crowd gasps. The khaki-clad fighter hesitates, something's off. She strikes back, a swift palm to the first man's chest. He stumbles, shocked. The second black belt charges, but she sidesteps, tripping. Him. Her yellow belt sways. She's no beginner. The dojo's stunned. Posts explode as a student live streams the fight. Yellow belt versus black belts, insane, one writes. Views climb fast. The woman's skill is undeniable. She's a force, and they never saw it coming. The white guy fighter recovers, enraged. He throws a flurry of punches. She blocks each one, her face calm. A spinning back fist sends him to the mat. The crowd cheers, her secret's out. The khaki-clad black belt tries a desperate grab. She twists his arm, forcing him down. Her technique is brutal, precise. Web stories on female fighters mention such skills in elite circles. She's one of them. The sensei steps in, calling the spar. He's impressed, per his nod. The black belts, humiliated, glare from the mat. They underestimated her, and it cost them. The dojo buzzes with awe. She bows to the sensei, her black G crisp. Users dig into her past, finding old fight club. She's the Lahore Phantom, one posts. Her reputation as a brutal fighter spreads like wildfire. The black belts slink away, pride shattered. They thought they'd teach her a lesson. Instead, she schooled them. The dojo's hierarchy shifts. Respect now follows her every step. She speaks for the first time, voice steady. I came here to learn, not fight. The irony isn't lost on anyone. Her past forced her hand, but she'd rather avoid the spotlight. Users debate her origins. Some say she's ex-military, others claim street fighting roots. Web reports on martial arts legends mention similar stories. Hidden talents rising under pressure. The sensei pulls her aside, offering advanced training. He sees potential, per his words. She hesitates. She left fighting behind for a reason. But the dojo feels like home now. The black belts face consequences. Posts say the sensei suspends them for bullying. Their actions backfired, exposing their flaws. The dojo's culture might change for the better. She becomes a dojo legend by 1:15 p.m. PKT. Students approach her asking for tips. She smiles, humble. but her eyes carry the weight of her past. She's more than a yellow belt. The live stream hits global audiences. Martial arts forums on the web buzz with her story. Simple woman, brutal fighter, one headline reads. Her anonymity is gone, for better or worse. Flashback. Her last fight in Lahore ended with a knockout. She walked away, vowing peace. X posts from back then call her a ghost. Unbeatable, untouchable. Now she's been forced to return. The black belt suspension sparks debate. Some X users call it fair, others say it's harsh. Bullying in dojos is common, per web reports, but her response was a wake-up call. She trains harder, accepting the sensei's offer. Her black GI becomes a symbol of her journey. Students now spar with respect, learning from her. The dojo evolves thanks to her. X uncovers more of her past. A grainy video shows her breaking an opponent's arm in a cage. Fight. Brutal trends with her name. She's a fighter, but also a survivor. The sensei shares his thoughts on X. She's a natural, he writes at 01:15 p.m. PKT. He hopes she'll compete, but respects her choice. Her skills could take her far, if she wants. The black belts return. After a week, humbled. They apologize publicly, per X posts. She accepts, showing grace. The dojo heals, united by her strength and their lesson. She decides to stay low-key, avoiding tournaments. Web reports on fighters note some prefer solitude. She trains for herself now, not for glory. Her past taught her that much. The dojo's reputation grows. New students join, inspired by her story. X posts call it the Phantom's Dojo. Her influence reshapes the space even if she shuns fame. Her black GI and yellow belt become iconic. A student snaps a photo at 01:15 p.m. PKT, posting it on X. It goes viral, symbolizing underdogs everywhere. She's a quiet hero. The black belts. Reform, mentoring others. Their defeat per X made them better. They credit her for the change. Sometimes a loss is the best teacher. She reflects on her journey. The dojo gave her peace, then tested her. She passed, but at what cost? Web stories. On fighters mention the toll of fame. She wants none of it. X users start a hashtag, Phantom Fighter, by 01:15 p.m. PKT. It trends globally, celebrating her. She sees it but stays offline. Her focus is the mat, not the spotlight. The sensei plans a special class in her honor. He announces it on X, inviting all. She agrees to attend but not to fight. Her presence alone inspires. The dojo adds a new rule, no bullying. X posts praise the change, crediting her. She didn't just win a spar, she changed a culture. That's her true victory. She spars lightly now, teaching more than fighting. Students learn her techniques per X clips. Her brutal past fuels their growth, but she keeps it gentle. The black belt's apology video goes viral. They thank her for the lesson. X users call it a redemption arc. The dojo's story becomes a global inspiration. She visits Lahore one last time per X rumors. She leaves flowers at her old fight club, closing that chapter. The dojo is her future. She's found peace. By May 31st, 2025, her legacy is set. The simple woman, a brutal fighter, turned a threat into triumph. The dojo thrives, and she trains in quiet. Some heroes don't need the spotlight. It's 01:19 p.m. PKT on May 31st, 2025, and the dojo in Karachi is buzzing with her story. The woman, now known as the Phantom Fighter, inspires more than just students. X posts reveal local women signing up for classes, inspired by her courage. Her impact grows. A documentary crew reaches out per X buzz at 01:19 p.m. PKT. They want to tell her story. Lahore fights to dojo triumph. She declines, valuing her privacy. Her past is hers, not the world's. The black belts, now reformed, start a mentorship program. X users share clips of them training kids, citing her influence. They've turned their defeat into purpose thanks to her example. She begins mentoring too, focusing on female students. Her black GI and yellow belt are a beacon. X posts show her teaching a young girl a block, gentle yet firm. She's building confidence. The dojo hosts a community event at 01:19 p.m. PKT. She attends but stays in the background. The sensei honors her with a plaque per X. She accepts, but her smile says she'd rather just train. X users uncover more Fight Club footage. A brutal knockout from 2023 trends again. She watches it quietly, then deletes her account. Web reports. On fighters note such retreats. She's done with fame. The sensei announces a scholarship in her name per X at 01:19 p.m. PKT. It'll fund underprivileged kids in karate. She's moved but asks her name be removed. Her legacy doesn't need a label. The dojo's culture shift is permanent. Bullying is gone, replaced by respect. X posts call it a phantom effect. She sparred once but changed everything. That's the power of her quiet strength. She takes a solo trip to the mountains, per X rumors. There she meditates, reflecting on her journey. Web stories on fighters mention such retreats. She's finding peace beyond the mat. By May 31st, 2025, her story ends as it began, in silence. The phantom fighter leaves the dojo stronger, then fades into legend. She fought, she inspired, and now she rests. True heroes don't linger.